What's up, guys? John here with Local Junkers. Hadn't posted a video in a while, and I was talking with my buddy Dave this morning about cogs, and thought I'd do a post on this because I thought a lot of people were using the cogculator, and I wrote the name up here, localjunkers.com. It's free. It helps you or your drivers, your techs, bid jobs correctly, and that's with a low cost of goods. So while I was talking with Dave, I just had this a brainstorm of, like, in a very basic way, the way I look at my business. I wanted to share that with you, and pretty simple stuff. But anyways, in our business, we got a product, service. Our service is junk removal. I want to deliver that service with the lowest cost of goods possible, right? The lowest cogs. So if you don't know where your cost of goods are, you might want to look into it, because it's low-hanging fruit if your cogs are all over the place, if they're not stable, or if they're too high. So what cost of goods is, the way I learned it, should really be cost of services. But anyways, you want to look at these variables, and it's sales, labor, dump fees, and fuel. Those are your main cost of goods for doing junk removal. So I have this calculator online. It's free. Cogculator.com. You can load it on your phone. You can have your guys use it when they're bidding a job. So when my guys call me and say, hey, I'm not sure if I'm pricing this job right, I said, okay, let's walk through this. Pull up the calculator. So they pull this up on their phone. I said, okay, what do you want to charge? So say they're going to charge, I don't know, $600. So you put in 600. I said, okay, that's your sales price. How much time is it going to take? So you plug in how many guys on the calculator and put it in. I use average of $20 an hour with for all our payroll costs, that type of thing. So $20 an hour. Plug in for what our dump fees are usually, and it's for us it's like $53 a dump, and the fuel cost. So you put how many hours the guys were working. It'll prompt you. It's very simple. Cogculator.com. Plug in your variables, then hit calculate. If your cogs are good, the resulting number will be green, right? We shoot for 25% or less cost of goods sold. And I tell the guys, plug in your numbers. If it's green, you're good. If it's a repeat customer, we don't want to beat them up too bad. So, try not to go below 20. We don't want to get greedy. So, sometimes we get in the low numbers. If it's an emergency call, we can raise that price up. If it's a tough customer that you don't really want to do the job for anyways, shoot for super low cogs, high sales price. So yeah, we look at that over time, and it's really leaving money on the table if you're not looking at your cogs. So anyways, the basic business model is we provide a service, junk removal, make sure cost of goods are low, cost of services is low. We want to make sure we're getting good reviews, because that feeds the Google monster, so people find you on the maps. So we want to get good reviews, put good content in the reviews, post pictures, get your customers to post pictures. That's going to help. So that's kind of autopilot. We do this. And marketing, that's a whole different ballgame. Make sure you're branded good, get your SEO going, make sure your Facebook posting, all that kind of stuff. So marketing, and then it feeds back into the main core of your business, which is doing junk removal. But that real basic clip of, in my mind, what this business is about. But the takeaway, load this on your phone. If you guys don't know how to bid the job, have them pull up the calculator, plug in the numbers. Once you enter your basic numbers, and say you come up yellow, so your cogs are 32%. You don't want them to be over 30. So that's all right, let's raise the price a little bit. So you just change it from 625 to 700 or 650, press calculate, and it'll update you right away. Very simple to use, cogculator.com. Message me on YouTube or Facebook if you have any questions. But yeah, so if you're curious, our cogs running around 20%, and that's really good. And that's it. That's all I got. You guys have a good rest of the week. Ciao.